Hi, I am Anna with the most amazing patch notes sum up of all times. Diablo 2 Resurrected, patch 2.4, Balance PTR is here. Here they are, the patch notes. This is the first update in Diablo 2 in more than 11 years. So guys, let's dive in together. Let's see together what is waiting for us. First of all, PTI, it's a public test realm, will be opened on Tuesday, January 25th, Pacific, PST, Pacific. There is no exact time, and usually from Diablo 3 experience, we don't have the exact time when the PTR will drop. It is, for me, I am on European Central Time. For me, it's somewhere in the evening, 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. or even later. With Diablo 2 Resurrected, there is also no time, so we don't know exactly when it will drop. Again, I assume for me somewhere in the evening. But it's gonna be already next week, so guys, we have a little bit time to prepare. And what is here? What are the awesome news? What are the awesome balance changes waiting for us in this PTR? First of all, in the patch notes, you can see the developer interview that happened a couple of weeks ago with Mr. Llama and Diablo 2 developers. If you missed it, guys, you can watch it here. And also, here it is, table of contents. So what is actually here? First of all, it's class changes. First time in 11 years, there gonna be some balance changes for classes in Diablo 2. A lot of people may say that Diablo 2 is perfect how it is, but well, actually there is a room for improvement. There is a lot of changes can be made, and the focus of this PTR, the focus of those changes right now is to not to improve, not to buff the builds that are already ultra powerful, but more to make the builds that are not so powerful or the skills that are not so much used, make them shine and make them make people basically use and play them, see the different builds and maybe even change meta. So first of all, here it is, Amazon. Here is like actually changes for all the classes, and there is a lot of changes for everything, for all the skill trees here. What is the most important for Amazon? First of all, Impale and Fan, they were reworked. Now they're going to be working a bit differently. Hopefully they will be better. They're definitely not the most used skills. For lightning skills, for Javazon lightning, for lightning Javazons, lightning skills, they also changed. The synergies were changed, and this is happening with a lot of characters. What developers are doing, they are changing the synergies. They're removing some synergies from the skills to free up the points and to make you basically use the points now differently, to put the points in the different places. And this happened a lot, yeah, with the lightning skills. Also, here it is, Poison Javelin, Poison Javazon. Poison Javazon, it's not the most powerful build, because basically at Nightmare, yeah, you're changing, you're respecking into Lightning, because Poison Plug Javelin is not dealing that much damage. But now they got a little bit more damage, and also the cooldown was changed. Casting delay will no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have casting delays, which means that you will be able to shoot Plug Javelin, you will be able to use Plug Javelin faster and more often. So guys, for me, that would be actually great to use Poison Javelin later in the game, if that would be more powerful. That will be actually dealing more damage and will be killing faster. Passive and magic skills for Amazon were also reworked. Inner sight and slow missiles, I'm pronouncing it wrong. The radius of these skills were increased. Also for slow missile now scales instead of staying at a flat base of 33%. And this skill will now reduce enemy missile damage based on skill level. For Valkyrie, again, casting delay was reduced. Casting delay, also the cooldown was reworked. It will no longer share its cooldown with other skills. And Tooltip update, we'll see it a lot in those patch notes. Dodge and avoid were changed in terms of the animation. The animation can now be interrupted and will no longer lock out Amazon from performing other actions. I hope Amazon now will be performing just smoother and faster because of those changes. Also, bow and crossbow skills, and this is the juice. This is amazing. A lot of, you see guys, a lot of bow skills were changed. The focus of those changes, it's mostly fire. Fire Bavazon got a massive buff. And truly, Fire Bavazon is not so powerful, never was so powerful. I prefer Ice Bavazon, it's actually funny and beautiful. Hopefully, now Fire will be a really nice choice, really like an option to play Bavazon. The next one is Assassin. Let's see what is happening with Assassin here. Here we have a lot of martial arts skills, and for all of them attack rating bonus was increased. And for here we have Dragon Tail and all the like finishing moves skills. What's important here, Dragon Talon and all the finishing moves now consumes only one of each martial arts charge when cast. Now always hits the target only if assassin has any martial arts charges. So yeah, that's what we got. And also we got for a lot of skills here damage increase. Yeah, damage bonus per level increased from 5 to 15, from 10 to 20, for 25 to 35. Shadow disciplines are here. We have a lot of here like tooltip updated. Tooltip update for Venom. We have buff duration scaling per level changed, so from 4 seconds to 12 seconds. Also for Shadow Warrior and for Shadow Master, we have reduced cooldown, we have reduced casting delay, which will allow to use those skills faster. This is quite not sure about those changes because, well, you're not spamming Shadow Warrior and Shadow Master, so I'm just okay, we can cast them now faster. Traps are here. What was changed? There is a lot of changes for lightning traps. First of all, for lightning skills, for lightning traps, they are removing synergy from Death Sanctuary. Again, we are getting a lot of free points now. We don't have to invest everything in the Death Sanctuary, even though Death Sanctuary is actually amazing and cool, and we can use those points somewhere else. And the other synergies where the damage of other synergies were increased to compensate for like this removing the Death Sanctuary skill. Also for Shock Web, here we have again the casting delay and cooldown changes for Shock Web. The next thing that we have here is fire traps. Fire traps were reworked. Again, we got the removed synergy from the Death Sanctuary, and we got the increased synergies from all the other skills basically. But I believe it's giving us plus minus nothing, because we don't have any more buffs from the Death Sanctuary skill, but we are increasing the synergies from everything else. What was actually the damage was just purely added to the Wake of Fire. Fire Blast energy increase and Wake of Infernus energy increase with the Wake of Fire. But guys, once again, we are getting extra skill points from that we are not putting everything in the Death Sanctuary when we are going with the Fire skill Sanctuary, and that's supposed to give us more freedom. Like, we can focus on something else and we can add more points into some other skills here. Blade skills were also buffed. Synergies were either increases or also synergies here with different skills were added to make blade skills also valuable in the new patch. The next one is Barbarian. We have here changes for the war cries, for hold, for battle cry, for war cry. The tooltip were updated. For war cry, the damage was also increased from the skill. For shout, duration baseline was increased. Okay, wonderful. Battle orders also tooltip updated, battle command tooltip updated, and duration baseline was increased. For Grimward we got some other changes, some actual changes. Radius baseline value increased. It now also slows and increases damage taken for nearby enemies. Find potion synergy added plus 5% damage taken per level. Okay. Combat Masteries. What we got here? We got the Throwing Mastery. added chance to pierce, yeah, to make it more actually valuable, to make it do damage to a couple of enemies, to the group of enemies. And in the combat skills, we have the changes for the lip build. Now it's gonna have more speed, it's gonna have more damage, and hopefully will be performing smoother. I personally really like lip barbarian. Berserker, shout synergy replaced with battle orders, and we have here double throw and frenzy changes. For double throw, it's added damage bonus with 16% the baseline and 8% damage increase per level, and for frenzy it's increased stamina synergy added to plus 0.4 seconds per level. Okay guys, I want to try Barbarian. It's not one of my favorite classes, and I wanna believe that maybe now it will be a little bit better, guys, but leave your comment, please. How do you think? How do you feel about new Barbarian changes? Druid here. Sweet, sweet changes for the Druid here, for elemental skills Druid. Here we have pretty much all the 5 skills for the Druid, and they were a little bit reworked. First of all, we get rid of this casting delay will no longer shades cooldown with other skills, because it was so annoying when you're playing a fire druid. Each time something is on cooldown, you can cast your spells, you can cast your skills fast, because yeah, something is all the time on cooldown. So pretty much all the 5 skills now, they don't have it on druid. Also, we got a little bit damage increase. For example, on Molten Boulder, Volcanus energy increased from 10 to 12%, and also Molten Boulder seems to work now a bit differently. First of all, so the boulder missile, the boulder speed increased by 100%, so the boulder will be faster. Missile range decreased by 100%, so the area of effect will be smaller. At the same time, the overall travel length remains the same, but it will be traveling for pretty far away from you. Also, yeah, we have here casting delay reduced, and yeah, casting delay will no longer shades cooldown with other skills. The same changes for Fissure, for Volcano as well. Also a little bit damage increase for Volcano. Molten Boulder energy increased to 16%. For Armageddon, we have here casting delay was removed completely, and yeah, Volcano's energy changed to increase physical damage instead of fire damage, and increased from 14% to 18%, and physical damage here significantly increased. Guys, I wanna try now, I wanna see how it will be all performing all together. Now the fire druid, the elemental druid probably will be really powerful. And here also Arctic Blast changes. For the Arctic Blast, the synergy from the hurricane was removed, but base damage and level scaling was increased by 100%. Also to compensate for removing synergy, and also compensate for the incorrect calculations in the past. Controls are updated, so the skill now casts in free form and no longer locks onto one target at a time. Guys, let's see, let's try, let's test. And guys, the most important and cool thing here, it's about Cyclone Armor, it's about the Hurricane as well. Those skills now, you will be able to cast them in the werewolf and werebear form, so you don't need now to switch all the time and like to cast those skills. You can do this while you are a beautiful werewolf or you're a beautiful bear. And for Twister, damage scaling increased by 15%, not bad. And also Arctic Blast energy was added for the Twister, plus 20% stun duration per level. Wonderful changes for the elemental druid. Now shape-shifting skills. And here we got some quality of life updates. First of all, so tooltip updates almost everywhere, and also what was changed, how attack speed is determined while transformed as a werewolf. Attack speeds while transformed should match attack speed while untransformed, enhanced by the werewolf's increased attack speed. Also, there are buff for rabies, there is buff for fury also. there is some, again, attack speed changes for Warbear. Maul got increased damage and Shockwave also got increased damage from the synergy. Also, we have here Fire Claws, and we have here damage increased by 75%, but at the same time the synergies from Fissure and Volcano were removed here. Now here, summoning skills. And all the Druid summons, they got a massive buff. Because summoning Druid, it's not the most powerful character in the game. With those changes, hopefully you can enter hell with your whole zoo, with all the pets attacking. What we got? First of all, Oak Sage, Heart of the Wolverine, Spirit of Barbs, all of those spirits, they got physical damage resistance. Now it's in normal, in Nightmare, and in Hell difficulty it will be always 25%, and min life and max life values are averaged to always be the same, accurate to the Tooltip. Raven got a big buff. Now we're gonna have a lot of ravens actually doing damage and killing and being nice. We got modified the AI so that the ravens attack more often, so the ravens will be less dummy. Damage level scaling significantly increased, and we got a lot of synergies here added. For summon Spirit Wolf, also we got increased damage. For summon Direwolf, also we got increased damage. For summon Grizzly, we got the base life increase and life increase. Life now increased by 10% per level. Poison Creeper here. Poison damage level scaling significantly increased. Life scaling increased by 100%, and also the Rabies energy was added. So overall, beautiful damage buff. Carrion Vine. Here we have life recovery has been reworked to be 1% healing per level instead of using a diminishing calculation ranging from 3% to 12%. And Solar Creeper, mana recovery. Yeah, once again, here it was life recovery, here is a mana recovery for Solar Creeper. So guys, summoning Druid, what do you think? Leave your comment below. Here is the Necromance, and Necromance is perfect. Why even changing? But what do we get here? We got changes for summoning skills, we got changes for race Skeleton Mage. Yeah, Skeleton Mages, they are not so cool. Now they will be hopefully a little bit better. We got poison total damage scaling increased by a lot, just a lot. Poison duration no longer scales and now lasts 4 seconds. Also got a bit cold damage increase, lightning damage increase, and Tooltip updated. Blood Golem now gains maximum life per level. Damage scaling per level has been increased. And for Iron Golem, Taunts no longer return a percentage of damage when hit. Now Taunts will deal a flat amount of damage when the aura affected targets are attacked. And Fire Golem is increased. Holy Fire level bonus per level increased from 1 to 2. All the changes for the golems are here just to make you choose which golem you actually want to use to make them all valuable and beautiful. Poison and Bone skills. Bone armor changes. Damage absorbed per level increased from 10 to 15. Beautiful. Some points were released. And for Bone Spear and for Bone Spirit, a lot of damage, a lot of synergies, damage from synergies were increased from 7 to 8 and from 6 to 8. The curses are here. Weaken. Damage reduction now scales based on level from just 33% to now 30% and +1 per level, and Decrepify just Tooltip updated. Yeah, that's all the changes that we got for Necromancer. Yeah, truly not so many because Necromancer kinda feels for me already being really, really beautiful. Paladin is here. What we got for Paladin? Okay, for defensive auras, we actually didn't get any significant changes. It is just Tooltip update. For offensive aura, Blessed Aim Tooltip update. For Holy Fire, area damage now scales based on the distance of the enemy to the caster. It will now deal a range from 100% damage to 200% based on the furthest distance to the closest distance to the caster. Which means that the closer the mob is staying to you, so the more damage he will be receiving. Damage level scaling increased, resist fire's energy increased, so Holy Fire got more damage. And also this change that now the closer mob is getting more damage was changed for a lot of offensive auras. For Holy Freeze, for Holy Shock, also for Sanctuary it was changed. For Thorns, aura no longer returns a percentage of damage when hit. Now the aura will deal a flat amount of damage when the aura affected targets are attacked. For combat skills here, Sacrifice. Damage to self now reduces per level from 8 to 81%. Okay. Conversion, maximum conversion chance increased from 50% to 90%. For Smite, only Tooltip update. For Holy Bolt here, removed energy from Blast Hammer, but added also damage increased by 50%. Prayer synergy was increased from 15% to 20%, and now it pierces targets, undead and allies. Feast of Heavens changes. Casting delay reduce, no longer share cooldown, Tooltip update, and Holy Bolts now pierces targets. Yeah, we got this. It no longer forces you to attack when you're out of mana, and improve targeting functionality for auto-acquiring enemies. So, and the last one here is Sorceress. What we got for the Sorceress, guys? Quite some changes. Gold skills changes for the Sorceress. Okay, the focus here is just to make the Cold Sorceress work a little bit smoother. So casting delays were either reduced, or they are no longer sharing the cooldown with other skills. Also, Frost Nova damage was improved a little bit, and couple of changes for the armors. For Sorceress, Frozen Armor base duration increased to 144 seconds. For Shiva Armor, damage scaling increased by about 25%. Chilling Armor, a lot of changes here. Damage level scaling increased by about 200%. Duration bonus per level increased from 6 seconds to 20 seconds. Chill length bonus per level for level 16 plus, for level 16 and higher, increased from 1 second to 2 seconds, matching Shiva Armor. Defense baseline increased. Defense bonus per level increased. And we got some added synergies here with Frozen Armor and Chilling Armor. And by the way, yeah, this is maybe wrong. What is happening here? We're usually always using Frozen Armor on the Sorceress, but like this, hopefully other armors here will be a nice choice also. For lightning skills here, what we got? Nova added static field synergy. For Thunderstorm, we have some reworks. We have an added synergy with a static field. We have duration baseline increased and duration bonus per level increased. And energy shield, just a tooltip update. Okay, and for fire skills, oh yeah, there's a lot of changes for fire skills again to make fire sorceress work better, to make it a valuable choice in the later game. We also got here, of course, casting delay will no longer shade cooldown with other skills for Firewall, for Meteor, and some reworks here, guys, for Hydra. Casting delay removed for Hydra completely, limited max number of Hydra groups to 6, and we got here just increased damage because of the increased synergies with the Firebolt and with the Fireball. Now I wanna check Hydra Sorceress on the PTR. Other changes, guys, that was not all. It's a gigantic patch. We got the changes for the Mercenaries. The focus of this PTR also to make the Mercenaries shine, because usually we're using the Mercenaries from Act 2. You can use from other acts, but most of the times you're using from Act 2. And now what we got the balance changes here for the Mercenaries basically. For rogues, for rogue archers, from mercenaries from Act 1, they got different skills. They got freezing arrow and explosion arrow skill. So now they will be affecting not just a single target, they will be affecting a group of mobs, either freezing or exploding. So I would be really happy to go with a female follower, with a female mercenary from Act 1. For Act 2, for the Desert Mercenary, we got a Nightmare and Hell difficulty now have all 6 different aura types available from the higher menu, instead of separating them out of by 3 per difficulty. Normal is unchanged. So guys, yeah, we just have more choices, and we can choose whatever mercenary you want from Nightmare or from Hell. For all the mercenaries, here is the absolutely the same change. Updated each stat skill gains in each difficulty to match to that there is no disadvantage of leveling up a hell difficulty mercenary versus a normal difficulty mercenary. Here is also some changes for Thorns. Thorns aura level scaling increased and will now continue scaling up beyond the highest level thresholds up to max level. Okay. Here we have a lot of changes for Act 3 Sorcerer Mercenary, for the Iron Wolf. Now, what was increased for them? Their life, their defense, and their resistances were increased to make them well alive, to make them survive longer. And Cold, for Cold Mercenary, now casts Glacial Strike more often, Glacial Spike level scaling increased, Frozen Armor level scaling increased. For Fire Mercenary, removed Inferno and added Fire Bolt, which seems to be actually better here. Increased chance of the Iron Wolf casting Fireball. Added Enchant, now the Iron Wolf will cast Enchant on himself, the player, and nearby allies. Enchant is like adding fire damage to absolutely everyone, which means that, well, you're gonna have fire damage, you're gonna have fire damage, and you also gonna have fire damage, and everyone gonna have fire damage, guys. Imagine Necromancer with a skeleton army and like all of them are having fire damage, or summoning Druid with his zoo and everyone is having a fire damage. Okay, let us test, let us see. That seems to be absolutely cool. Lightning. Added static field for the Lightning Mercenary. Charged bolt level scaling increased chance of the Iron Wolf to cast lightning. Just nice buffs here. Okay, Barbarian Warrior from Act 5. He will be also surviving better now. So there was increased life, defense was increased, and also Barbarian Warrior skills, bash, stun, their level scaling increased, and it will not longer be capped at level 80. What is also really cool, Barbarian will get now Battle Cry. Battle Cry was added on the Barbarian Mercenary. All of this we will be testing during the PTR. For me, so far, the most interesting is, of course, Iron Wolf and Act 1 Rogue Archer. Guys, but leave your comments below. What do you think so far? What do you prefer? The next thing that was changed and added, it is the Rune Words. Guys, we're getting the new Rune Words, which is, for me personally, the best thing ever. The best mechanic in Diablo 2 is the Rune Words. And we're not getting the new runes, but we're getting, the new combination. We're getting the new Rune Words. First of all, here, changes for Insight Rune Word now can also be used with bows and crossbows, which means that the mercenary from Act 1 will be able to use Insight, and this is one more reason to use her. Highly possible, and let's hope she will be a great choice in the new patch. Okay, so actually the new Rune Words. First of all, we got Pluck in the sword, the runes that we need for Pluck, Charm, Shile, and good luck to find Charm. Okay, but this actually seems to be absolutely sick Rune Word. What we got here? Chance to cast Low Resist, chance to cast Frozen Nova, Cleansing Aura when equipped, plus, let's say, 2 to all skills, increased attack speed, enchanted damage, enemy minus 23% to enemy poison resistance, Deadly Strike, chance to open wounds, and freezes target plus 3. I'm not too excited about this one because, no, seriously, I will never get Charm. I never touched it in my life, I will never get it anyway, guys. But maybe you will be the lucky ducky who will actually get it, and then you will be able to create the plug rune word. The next one here is pattern. Oh, this one is for me. It is for claws. You will be able to equip it. You will be able to create it with Tal or Tool. Beautiful, nice, shiny, low level rune word. We will be getting plus 30% faster block rate, plus 40 or 80% enchant damage, 10% bonus to attack rating, fire damage, lightning damage, cold damage, poison damage over 5 seconds, strength, dexterity, resistance plus 15. Would be just a really nice, shiny, beautiful thing to have in the beginning of the game. Unbending Will is here for the sword, and here we have its 6 sockets sword. Guys, from which difficulty you can get 6 socket sword? Please remind me in the comments. And here we need Fal, Io, It, Eld, El, and Hell. It's not too bad. It is like a medium level rune word. You can get it relatively easy, all of them. Fal maybe will take a little bit time, but yeah, you can craft it. So I believe it's a definitely medium level rune word. What you're getting here, Taunt, you are getting plus 3 to combat skills for Barbarian, 20-30% increased attack speed, to 350% enchanted damage, plus 9 to maximum damage, 50 to attack rating, 75% damage to undead, 50 attack rating against undead, 10% life stolen per hit, prevent monster heal, strength, vitality, damage reduced by 8, lightning radius, and requirements minus 20%. And this one seems to be a really nice weapon for the Barbarian follower. Okay guys, great. The next one here is Wisdom for the Helm, and here we need Pull, It, Eld. Again, medium level rune word. You can get Pull. Yeah, it's not the fastest dropping rune, but okay, you can get it. And you will have a piercing attack. You will have bonus to attack rating, mana stolen per hit, enchanted defense, energy, slower stamina drain. It cannot be you cannot be frozen with this item, with this rune word. Mana after each kill, and 15% damage taken goes to mana. Piercing attack, nice thing to have on Amazon. Cannot be frozen. Also, like really wonderful thing. That's why it will be a nice low level, medium level helm to have. The next thing here is Obsession. This one is for the staff. You will need 6 sockets staff here, and you will need here Zod, East, Lem, Loom, Io, and Nef. Good luck finding Zod. Also, never touched it in my life. But what are we getting here? It will be indestructible, 24% chance to cast level 10 Weaken when struck, and Weaken was updated. Plus 4 to all skills, 65% faster cast rate, 60% faster hit recovery, knockback, vitality, energy, increased maximum life, regenerate mana, all resistances plus, let's say 75% extra gold from monsters, and 30% better chance of getting magical items. Guys, well, no, good luck with Zod. What can I say? Beautiful. Not sure stuff is two-handed. Not sure that actually it will actually worth it. So maybe it will be better to use one-handed weapon and a shield, where you can like combined, you can get like more bonuses from this. But okay, nice way to, probably will be a nice way to use Zod actually in the rune word. Okay, Flickering Flame is here. You can use it in the Helm. It is Nef, Pull, and Vex. Again, no, Vex, Pull, kinda, no, Vex will be a little bit tough to find, but again, it's nothing so scary as Bear, for example. We are getting here level 8, let's say 8 resist fire aura when equipped, plus 3 to fire skills, 15% to enemy fire resistance, 30% enchanted defense, enchants defense, 30 defense against missile, which I'm saying wrong, 75 to mana, half freeze duration, 5% to maximum fire resist, poison length duration, poison length reduced by 50%. Okay, +3 to fire skills seems interesting, especially because we have so many changes for fire builds in the new patch. Also here we have mist, and it will be for bows and crossbows. And here we have charm once again. Charm, Shile, Ghoul, Tool, and It. Charm and Ghoul. No yeah. Okay, interesting. But it is really cool and really powerful. We are getting concentration aura when equipped, +3 to all skills, increased attack speed, 100% piercing attack, enchants damage, 9 to maximum damage, 20% bonus to attack rating, adds cold damage, resistances +40, freeze target +3, 24 to vitality, and okay, this is probably a typo, this is a mistake. Okay guys, once again, this is a quite expensive one, but hopefully Amazon will be here incredibly happy. Other changes here is the new Heraldric Coup recipes. They are here to benefit the set item, the set weapons, the set armor. Now we will be able to create exceptional version of set weapon, exceptional elite version of set weapon, and also exceptional version of armor and elite version of armor. Here we got also the set item bonus changes to make them actually valuable, because right now, well, you're not using sets. Like, okay, you're using Tell Russia, but most of the time you're not using sets. And hopefully with those changes, there is a lot of damage changes, there is a lot of buffs that were added to the sets. My personal favorite here, and yeah, there is a lot of sets and a lot of changes were made, but ultimately the best one is Nash's Ancient Vestige. Added up to 148% better chance of getting magical items. It's only from 2 pieces, 2 items you need to equip. Okay, that seems like absolutely worth it. Only 2 pieces, almost 150% better chance of getting magical items. Okay, great guys. Let's test all the new sets and let's see how they will perform. Maybe they will even replace a couple of items that you are usually wearing. The changes here. Level area changes. Guys, it's still not all. First of all, players now must smash the compelling orb to enter the durance of hate instead of killing the council. This means the Kalim's will quest needs to be completed to use the durance of hate level 2 waypoint. Yeah, the quest that usually you're skipping and not doing now, well, no, you now have to complete it. And also, what is really cool, a lot of areas here, a lot of levels here, yeah, they are the level of the monsters in these areas, it was updated, it was increased to level 85. What does this mean? This means that you will be able to farm, it will be cool to farm in all of those areas, and you will be able to get really like awesome pieces in those areas. And here also general gameplay changes. Character hit block will no longer apply while your character is playing a skill pre-cast animation. Block will still trigger for the skills post-cast animation. Block, so like, hopefully we will block less, so the game performance will be just a little bit better and faster. Changed how attack speed is determined while dual wielding weapons. Swapping weapons between hands should no longer result in dramatically different attack speeds. Cool. Character hit recovery will now have diminishing returns when being hit by another player. Oh wow, so some changes for the PvP here. And guys, here it is. Item, the last thing here is item tooltip changes, so there is some quality of life changes. How the skills, how the descriptions now looks in the game is just making it more like you understand it a little bit better. So it was just percentage of chance of open wounds, but here you can clearly see plus this percentage of chance of open wounds. Okay guys, I know it's insane, I know it's a lot, but leave your comment below. What do you think so far? And be ready, the PTR will drop already in a couple of days. And yeah, what you gonna check first? What you gonna try first? Thank you so much for watching, hope to see you soon. Join my streams and tell me what you think.